Hey, welcome to Shift. I'm Elliot, and this is where we hit life's shortcut keys together. Today's shortcut is one we all wish we had a physical button for, Ctrl Z. And we're diving into the theme of undoing toxic self-talk. Be honest, when you make a small mistake, spill coffee, snap at a loved one, is your first thought, "I'm such an idiot," or "Why do I always mess this up?" That internal critic goes from zero to total failure in half a second. Just this morning, I was distracted while Lucy, my 3-year-old, was talking about her unicorn, and I immediately felt that self-judgment. "You're a terrible dad." That relentless negative voice, that's what we're hitting Ctrl Z on today. It's time to instantly undo the verbal abuse we direct at ourselves. On your computer, Ctrl Z is the universal command for undo. It doesn't just erase the mistake, it reverts the entire document to the state it was in right before your last action. It's clean, instant, and non-judgmental. In life, Ctrl Z is our essential shortcut for self-compassion. We can't undo the action, the coffee is still spilled, but we can undo the self-judgment. We revert our emotional state to one of basic kindness. This shortcut is about isolating the mistake from your identity. The action was flawed, you are not. How do we make this quick, non-judgmental do-over a habit? We'll focus on 2 core principles. 1. Shift from the narrator to the observer. Your mind has 2 voices. The observer, this is the factual voice. It says, "I just sent an email with a typo." This voice is helpful data. The narrator, this voice turns data into a story about your worth. It says, "You are such an unprofessional and sloppy." This voice is useless and cruel. Ctrl Z is directed squarely at the narrator. I learned this the hard way when I accidentally used an old logo on a client's white paper. I immediately spiraled, thinking, "I'm losing my edge, I should just quit." Sarah helped me realize the mistake and the punishment don't balance out. When you mess up, be the detective, not the judge. The detective says, "What happened?" The judge says, "Who deserves punishment?" Press Ctrl Z on the judge every time. My second principle addresses the most painful part of self-talk, the difference between shame and guilt. Shame is corrosive. It focuses on the self. I am bad, toxic. Guilt is productive. It focuses on the action. I did something bad, motivational. Toxic self-talk is always trying to trigger shame. Our goal is to press Ctrl Z on that shame and downgrade it to productive guilt. We do this using the single word just. The narrator loves sweeping, infinite language. "I always mess up." You press Ctrl Z and replace it with, "I just missed that deadline." You are using just to put a small, non-dramatic fence around the event. It is a single, time-bound action. It is not a permanent descriptor of your character. If Clara knocks over a glass of milk, I don't call her a destructive child. I say, "It's just milk. Let's clean it up." You deserve the same kindness. To make the shift complete, ask yourself, what specific action or behavior do I want to change next time? This is the productive power of guilt. It creates a small, actionable plan instead of paralysis. Here are 3 quick steps to make Ctrl Z an automatic response. 1. The verbal filter. The 5-second rule. The moment you hear the narrator's voice, interrupt it, mentally or verbally say Ctrl Z, and then immediately follow up with the observer's statement of fact. Let me give you a common example. If your internal self-talk is, "I'm so weak, I broke my diet," you instantly hit Ctrl Z and your observer's corrective statement becomes, "I just ate 2 cookies. Back to the plan now." 2. The body language reset. pair that mental Ctrl Z with a physical reset. Drop your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and take one full, deep breath. This tells your nervous system that the self-talk was just a hiccup and you are resetting the system. And 3, create a 3 good things folder. Counter the critic's selective memory. Every evening, write down 3 things you did well that day. When the toxic voice tries to tell you, "You never follow through," you can literally open that mental file and remind yourself of your recent wins. Your challenge for the week is the Ctrl Z and Ctrl S protocol. Step 1, the Z. Whenever you notice toxic language, immediately tap your preferred finger and say Ctrl Z. Step 2, the S. Immediately follow up by replacing the toxic thought with a saving thought. Ctrl S for save yourself. Instead of, "I'm going to fail at this new project," you press Ctrl Z and then you say, Ctrl S, "I am capable of learning new skills, and I'll take the first small step right now." Catch that negative self-talk a minimum of 10 times this week and replace it with a supportive, non-judgmental, actionable statement. That's how we build muscle memory for kindness. Thanks for hanging out with me today on Shift. It takes courage to debug your own operating system, and you're doing great. If this episode clicked for you, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who also needs that real-life undo button. Next time, we'll be exploring the shortcut Ctrl T, all about why curiosity is the secret to mental health, how opening a new mental tab can save you from getting stuck in an old loop. Until then, keep it light, keep it real, and remember, sometimes all you need is a little shift.